So you said this is a relatively new firm and you came from a public accounting background?
Yeah.
So what kind of drove you to start your own business? Get out there.
Yeah. I just felt like the accounting industry as a whole has a lot of potential to offer. And yet I feel that most accounting firms are run in a way that is not focusing on the client and also burns out employees by working really long hours, which I felt were like unnecessary. So I am basically crafting a firm wherein our employees don't work overtime during tax season, which is kind of unheard of in the industry, but it's something that I feel really passionately about, that if a firm is well run and well managed and that client expectations are taken care of and with the right service offerings, that we can provide a superior service to our clients while also really taking care of the employees and not burning everybody out.
What are your future plans for growth?
We are trying to build out what I'm calling pods, essentially. But one of the problems that I found being an employee within a public accounting firm was that you had 10 different bosses on different projects. And so I'm trying to get rid of that so that each pod will work on the same clients and all work as a team. So there won't be a bunch of switching around. So right now we're just building our first pod and we'll just continue to replicate that. So that's kind of what we're in the process right now, is building our first pod and getting all of our systems in place, which TaxDome and the pipelines have been a big piece of that. And then we're just going to keep doing it, building more pods.
Is each pod going to be a service line? Is each pod going to be a type of client? Like, how do you envision that?
So we specifically serve salons and beauty professionals. And what we do is we have these like monthly packages where we do their taxes, sales tax returns, bookkeeping, and then we also have quarterly calls with them. So basically our pod will consist of bookkeepers, a CPA to do the tax returns, and like a manager level person to be able to do like the high level stuff. And then as well as a virtual assistant to be able to support that team. So it's not that each pod would necessarily be doing anything different. We've really decided to focus in on that niche because we've been able to build an expertise in the field that has been well sought after. And so we want to continue to build within that niche. I love for our clients to be able to be handed a financial team of people that they know that they can contact that are completely dedicated to their work. It would be impossible really to have such a remote firm without a platform like TaxDome to be able to service clients from anywhere. I love being able to have this kind of like remote firm because clients, as you mentioned, I have a business partner. He has a much older client base. And so people walk into the office and hand in papers and it just like makes my skin crawl to think about it. But for me, I love that I can send my clients the organizer. I record a video in Loom at the beginning of tax season that explains how to use the organizer. So they've got like video instructions and then they're able to fill all of that out on their time whenever it's convenient for them. And so if they want to do that and turn everything in at 10 p.m., that's great. And so it really frees up my schedule to be able to focus on things other than like paper pushing.